Sparky was going crazy this morning in his habitat. I was a little late getting him outside, so I thought I would give him a little walk before putting him in his outside pen. So here's some of the red raspberries that LP planted. And I got into other things, and it did rain yesterday, so I thought that it would be okay. But what happened, it wasn't enough rain. This is what you have to really watch when you do any of the transplanting. You might think that you're getting enough rain, and it's not enough for your little seedlings or your new plants that you're planting. So here's the bamboo that my husband got off of a friend that he puts up here, and the birds absolutely love the vantage point of sitting up on the bamboo, guarding, doing their guard post to watch out for the hawks around here. So Sparky is going to check things out, see what's going on. We're getting a few more tomatoes going, teeny tiny ones. One time I had Sparky over here in the garden, and my brother-in-law was here. And Sparky, he went running after him like, "What are you doing in my garden space?" I mean, he went running as hard as he could go after him to see what he was doing in this area. So LP, he's got all of his, not all of them, they're not all planted yet, of the tomato plants, all protected from the rabbit or whatever it was that was biting them off at ground level. So he's going to be making more cages and planting some more tomatoes today. Never enough tomatoes, is there, Sparky? Too bad Sparky don't like them. Right, Spark? Just don't like them. But I know if I put you on a fruit and vegetable diet, sooner or later, supposedly, you'll be desperate enough to eat some fruits and vegetables. I just know it in my gut rather than starve to death. Right, Spark? So when these hornworms are over with, guess what? You're going to be down to superworms, which you're not that crazy about, and fruits and veggies. So what do you think you're going to eat, Spark? Anything? Got some great, wonderful blueberries. It's just absolutely out of this world that's coming. So we'll see, Spark. All of these wonderful red raspberries that are out of sight, and the golden raspberries. Spark, you don't know what you're missing. That's all there is to it. You just don't know. As soon as you get worn down on your high-protein diet that makes him absolutely full of vim and vigor, on the Atkins diet, so we found a slug, and we found the green worms, and he has a good many slugs in his habitat, so, and all the roly-polies and superworms in his indoor habitat. He can always, when I stick him with the fruits and veggies, he can just say no and still go on his protein kick, whether I give him any protein or not. He'll just have to get more ingenious with his hunting skills instead of being lazy. Right, Spark? He's eyeballing inside that greenhouse again. It's like, hey, what's the scoop here? I need to check this out. Do I want in or do I want out? This is going to be hilarious if he tries to push to get in. That's a new wrinkle. I don't think he's going to be pushing very long. I don't think he's going to want in for very long. Right, Spark? Are you nutty or what? You just had a fit wanting out. Now people's going to think you've lost your mind. Come on, hop to this exercise. I got lots to do. Come on. Get her done. Okay? Sparky, you are one strange duck, aren't you? Are you a strange duck? You are outside. What are you thinking, huh? This is 6 minutes and 13 seconds long. If you're going to be pushing to get in, I'm not going to keep this rolling. Come on, Spark. Let's show the potato patch. They're coming through the wood chips. Come on. Come on, Spark. They're coming a little here and there. A few here and a few there. And there is the area that's planted, the raised bed on a sloped lot with the pallet that's now planted with some greenery, with some straw for walking on, so you won't be in a muddy mess as you're picking your greenery. And if you want to know what poison looks like, right there it is. I'm not going to touch it. It's going to be out of there today. It's got a little notch here, notch there. And the other two leaves have one notch on them instead of two. Two notches on the big leaf, one notch on the small. So, come on, Spark. Come on, let's get rolling. Show them the energy that you got. A never-ending supply of energy. Like the Energizer Bunny. Just don't tire out, do you? What few times I've had Sparky to the vet was pretty surprised at the strength in Sparky's legs. But Sparky has really never been really restricted, because when he wants out, he wants to make his tour, check out the territory, I let him out. But you really need to supervise them big time, because they surely can get hurt. So you just have to really watch out for cords and reclining chairs, sliding doors. It's just very dangerous for a turtle when he's out roaming the house. So it's better to restrict them in areas, shut the door, get them contained after you watch them and let them walk around some. Well, Sparky's heading to the greenhouse, can you believe? And here comes the wheelbarrow and LP. So let's see what's going to take place here. Sparky, what are you going to do? Are you going to get out of the way? You're holding up the progress here. Let's head to the left, okay? Nope, you just want to be right in the way, don't you? Come on. You don't want to hold up progress. There's lots to do. Okay, go ahead. Spark, you are truly nutty. Do you realize you're inside? Now, how long do you think you're going to stay in here, huh? About 2 seconds? Sparky, you are one weird duck. Well, that didn't last long, did it? See, turtles are not dumb. They know where the real UVs are at. Just because there's some sun going through the polycarbonate, that doesn't mean anything to Sparky. Does it, Spark? That's not the real deal. Okay, I'm out here getting a suntan now, he's thinking. Getting browner and browner. Okay, Spark, this is 11 minutes. Now, how am I going to cut this down when I'm not any good about cutting down a video? This is a documentary. This is turning into a documentary. Turtle documentary. Okay, where to next, Spark? Up in the blueberry patch? Onion patch? Scout pepper patch? Where are you heading? Huh? Where to? Sparky thinks you're going to pick him up. He can run, can't you, Sparky? With those powerful legs. Yeah, that he couldn't get over. Because, you know, when you have a turtle in a small terrarium and they can't move around very much, their legs will weaken. And it's just not a good thing. You just need a big enough space for them to move around. Keep those back legs strong. And for a turtle, Sparky puts in some miles, don't you, huh? Might take you a while to get a mile in, but you do pretty well. He likes to check over everything over here. So he's up on the knoll now, on the potato knoll. But you just put your potatoes down into the dirt. You don't have to cover them, just set them on top of the dirt. And then you just pile on the wood chips. So it's a lot easier to dig for potatoes if you're digging through wood chips. My husband put this little pea gravel too. But we did get a rain last night. We're getting some rain, you know. I don't know how long it's going to last, but we did get some rain last night, Spark. Sparky was very upset about it too, because he's in the sunroom and he hears on the metal roof of the sunroom. He hears every raindrop. So he went into the bedroom and hid under the bed, didn't you, Sparky? Huh? So then I thought I'd give him a break and put him in his traveling tote. That is one of those largest Rubbermaid totes that you can get, and I was going to leave him in the bedroom. Well, he didn't want no parts of that. And when I put him back in his big tote, or big terrarium, he was a happy camper, weren't you? You were so glad to get out of that travel tote. But I thought, well, if he didn't want to hear the rain, I was going to leave him in the bedroom in the tote. But nope. He wasn't going to have it. Right, Spark? Wasn't going to put up with that. Well, there's some nice, cool, wet wood chips right up Sparky's alley. I tell you, Sparky, it takes him, ooh, he's walking over these holly tree leaves, and oh, they're sharp. Come on, Spark. You need to get away from that. I don't want you getting cut. You can really get cut pretty easy. I notice we have a mulberry tree. Mulberries. And I never noticed them before. But that's what we got, mulberries. See how God provides for the creatures? Here's mulberries all over this area. And there it is, mulberries for the critters all over the place. And I have not been aware that, now that would be shocking if Sparky would eat a mulberry. I would just absolutely be thrilled. And there they are, and I will take some in, and I'll try Sparky on them, but I know he won't eat red raspberries, golden raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. He hates all that. Watermelon, cantaloupe, apples he'll eat. He's eaten a little applesauce. That's all I can come up with as far as any fruit that I can think of, that I know of, that Sparky has actually eaten some. Oh, big yawn. He just yawned. You didn't see it, I don't think, but Sparky, you're going to poke your eye out with a stick. There's sticks, there's this, that. Yeah, he's really getting tired. That's my clue that I can put him in his pen. He'll go sack out, and he'll be snoozing before long. Here's where Sparky's old habitat was, but it's across the street, and it was a worry, and it was hard to find Sparky in here. And I'd come over and he would just be so well hidden. Are you getting ready to snooze now, Spark? He's coming to me like, I've had enough. Have you had enough? What you want, Spark? What you want? Check out my shoes again. Sparky is definitely unusual. He will come right over to me when we're outside and go right for my shoes. And I just don't get it. Spark, I think you're in some bird poop. Let's get away from the bird poop. Okay? Let's go this way. You want to go this way? You want to check out the pepper plants next? Let's go check out pepper plants, okay? Let's go check out pepper plants.